Hello royalty, welcome back to my channel and yet another video. If you're a returning subscriber, hello, how are you? If you're new to the channel, hello, my name is lately Mrs. C, and here we do all things cooking, vlogs and lifestyle. So I posted a Q&A on my Instagram and most of you responded with your questions. So in today's video I will be responding to those questions and I will try to be as truthful as possible when I am responding. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Disclaimer, as usual, we have the bundle in the video. Papa, 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 Papa. So I have a couple of questions. I posted a Q&A on my Instagram and most of you guys asked me some questions. So in today's video I'll be responding. I will try to be as truthful as possible to your questions. So I'll be looking down on my phone because I have screenshots of the questions right here on my phone. So we'll be going question by question as I answer all of your questions. So at first I wanted to input the name of the person who had asked me the question, but I've just decided to let the people be anonymous. So I'm sure if you are watching the video, you know that this is your question and you're the one who asked this question. So yeah, let's get right into the questions. Question number 1 would be, how's the mom life? How's the new mom life? I think I got similar questions twice or thrice. Let me see. Yeah, 2 people asked the same question. How's the new mom life? The new mom life is great, guys. It's overwhelming. I cannot lie, it is overwhelming. There are a lot of emotions involved. There are a lot of feelings. Feelings of guilt sometimes, feelings that you're not doing the right things at the right time, feeling that maybe you are not being a good mom or you're not doing right by your child. But overall, being a mom feels like a blessing. It's a blessing, and I wouldn't have asked for anything else. I have a very beautiful, he is a boy, but I say beautiful because for those who follow me, he is a very beautiful little boy, and I'm very grateful to God. And it feels, sometimes it feels surreal. Sometimes I just stare at him just for the sake of staring at him, because sometimes I do not believe that I'm actually a mom now. And soon, because we are fast approaching when he'll be able to talk, he'll actually be able to say mom, mama. So it's really exciting, but it's a challenge at the same time. So it's something that you embrace. When it comes to it, something that you embrace, you learn, but you also have to take it step by step each day as it comes, because it's really different. People react to being a mother, react to motherhood differently. So it also depends with how you feel. But personally, I feel blessed, I feel grateful. I couldn't have asked for anything else, really. The next question would be, has your relationship with hubby changed since you had a baby? I'm not sure if there is a side to this question, but let me just say overall, our relationship has changed for the better. Now that we have a baby, we are not really focused on each other, but now of our focus goes to the baby. Although we are those kind of people that talked about what would happen when we actually get married and when we actually have a baby, that we're not going to let having a baby affect our relationship as husband and wife, because you see that in most cases, as the woman or as the wife, you would want to focus more on your child. There's more focus that is drawn to your child rather than to your husband, you know. So I've told myself that my son came after me and hubby already knew each other, and I already have a responsibility towards my husband, the same way that I have a responsibility towards my son. My priorities towards my husband and my priorities towards my son are two different priorities which I need to live up to. So in terms of the love, our relationship, how it uh, progresses, I think we have a sense of responsibility towards our son, and that has only strengthened our relationship as husband and wife. And now that I see him being a dad, there are some things that he does which I notice, which he doesn't know that I notice, that draw me closer to him, because it's attractive to notice, it's attractive to see, it's attractive to experience him being the father that he is. So at the end of the day, my love for him grows more because of that. And in terms of his own opinion, he would have to answer for that. But personally, our relationship is only grown stronger. We see things as a team. We have always worked as a team even before we were married, but now it's more solidified. We have a goal, we have a purpose to be good parents, to be a good example for our son, and we fight everything together, we plan together. So I can say that our relationship is getting really strong by the day. So far, the good outweighs the bad, really. So I hope you're answered. The next question would be, will you ever leave YouTube ever again? Will you ever leave YouTube ever again? So this is coming from a person who knows that I once had a YouTube channel called Valeria Melody, and I deactivated that account. So I guess this is coming from that place, from saying, will I ever delete again? Truthfully speaking, when I started this YouTube thing again, I had the mind that I am not going to give up no matter what comes my way, no matter what happens, no matter the delay that I get in getting the subscribers that I want, the views that I want. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be more focused on giving out content, being consistent, and doing the best that I can to actually make sure that at the end of the day my channel grows. At the end of the day, maybe one day I'll blow up. So what happened in my on my last channel, which made me delete, was lack of patience, really. I talked about this in my last video, in my first video, the Get to Know Me one, where I said that it was lack of patience that made me delete. I'm sorry, Papa. It was my lack of patience. Then I couldn't persevere, even when I knew that maybe someday I would blow up. Because these days I've been watching a lot of TikTokers, including the one that asked me this question, not TikTokers, YouTubers, including the one that asked me this question. Bless you, Papa. including the one that asked me this question. The likes of Tina Sparks, Potato Mommy, the likes of Life with Pure. When I started my YouTube, those people were not even in the 1K 1000 subscribers frame. They were not. We were just small YouTubers starting, and the other one was catching up with Fadzi. We were just small YouTubers, and a group was even created. People were pushing volumes of subscribers, and now when I look at their channels now, they have really grown because they had the patience to wait. They had the patience to like not let go, not give up on their channels, which I liked, and that is why I had to delete my YouTube channel. So I don't think this time around I will be able. I will delete my channel on those grounds, because this time I have so many plans for this channel. I have so much content I need to shoot. Like, I have a lineup, I have a list of content which needs to be shot. I don't think that this time I won't have the balls to be able to continue. I think that this time I have it in me to be a YouTuber. I have it in me to give out content. So to answer your question, I'm not going to delete my YouTube. I am not going to leave YouTube ever again. I'm just going to keep striving and striving, because other guys out there are making it. And every day, I even tried to retrieve my old account because I had a couple of videos there. So I tell myself every time that only if I had gathered more patience and more perseverance, I'll be somewhere here. But anyways, I'm thankful for my current subscribers, my 19 subscribers. I hope that grows, and what's important really is just giving out content that's relevant at the end of the day. So I hope that one day I'll be discovered, and yeah, I can realize my goals. The thing is, I haven't really set big milestones for myself to say, oh, I want to reach 1K or 2K. No, even one subscriber a day is fine with me. I'm really excited every time that I open my tube body up and I see that I have one subscriber more. It's really good that some people still want to watch my content. So I hope you're answered. I will not delete my YouTube channel. I will not leave YouTube. Maybe change the niche later on, but not leave YouTube. The next question would be, what would you tell your 20-year-old younger self? My 20-year-old younger self, I would tell my 20-year-old younger self to please choose your friends wisely. Choose your friends wisely. Don't go where you are not wanted. That is the best advice that I can give myself, because at the end of the day, I'm a very emotional person. So when someone looks down on the friendship that I was trying to give, then it gets to me. So that is what I used to do in my 20s. So right now I can just say, girl, don't go where you are not wanted. It's not worth it. So the next question would be, has motherhood changed you in any way? Has motherhood changed? I have gained a lot of patience. These bundles of joy, guys, they require a lot of patience from you as a parent, from you as an individual. I can recall days when we had just come from the hospital, when I had just had my baby. There were times where I could have sleepless nights, guys, where you'd have to be up almost every hour of the night. you could have sleep deprivation, but that doesn't make you want to say, I don't want to be a mother anymore and give up and throw in the towel. No. It only makes you stronger. It only gives you the patience that a mother needs. Right? It only gives you the patience that a mother needs. I've also gotten stronger because there are situations which needed me to be strong. For example, the first days after my delivery, I had problems with my milk supply. Those were the most stressful days because I didn't know what to do. My child had to be fed and I had no milk. I was frustrated, but I pushed through it. I was strong for my baby because, when you break down, it also affects your milk supply and it will affect your baby. So I had to be very strong. It has made me a very strong person, a very patient person. Being a mom has also made me a very organized person, really, because I just don't want to see anything lying around. Yeah, it has made me a very organized person as well. It has also made me a very alert person, because if you are not alert, then your child, something might happen to your child, so you have to be alert at all times. So that is how being a mom has changed me. It has also changed my outlook of life because I live for my son now. So yeah, motherhood has changed me in a drastic but good way. Next question would be, do you wish you would have waited longer or sooner to have children? I don't wish anything. God gave us a blessing when He saw it fit. Guys, when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. God provided this gift when He saw it fit. I cannot say oh, I cannot say I prefer it would have been sooner or later. No, He came at the right time. I cannot change anything. Woo! English. I cannot change anything. He came right when we needed Him. So, not sooner, not later. He came right when we needed Him. And the same with His siblings. They will come when we need them. No matter what society says, when the Lord says it's time, then it will be time. So, yeah. The next question would be, do you plan on having more children? Yes, one more. One more. But as I said in my previous video, the intro one, maybe Canada Farisa, but yes, I will have one more child. Canada Farisa maybe footing me, but then you're not the one who decides these things. Sometimes God can just say, here is another responsibility, here is another bundle of joy. After you've said that, no, I want to wait. Guys, the bundle has started. The bundle doesn't want me to give you content. Why are you screaming? Papa, 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 Papa. The next question would be, have you thought about who will care for the new baby when and if you return to work? That is a really good question. I haven't really thought about who will care for the baby, because in my mind, I'm the one who will care for my baby. Why? Because I want to apply for remote work remote jobs so that I'll be 24/7 at home and I'll be able to watch my son. The good thing about remote work is in my line of work, there are a lot of remote recruiters, so I can find something that can be remote, so that at the same time that I'm working, I can also be watching and taking care of my son. I wouldn't want to digress. I wouldn't want to move towards the hybrid kind. But I think my only option would be the remote one. Okay, the next question would be what did you feel emotionally when you knew that this was it, and in a few hours you would be meeting your baby finally? I was scared, I was excited, I was anxious. I always wanted to have a cute baby, guys, and I could not wait to see his little face to confirm that I gave birth to a cute, beautiful baby boy. And it did happen that way. But the process I had to go through for me to hold my baby, the C-section, I never knew that it would come to me having a C-section, so I was scared about that. But then when I had this first cry, I was overwhelmed with joy. So in the moment before, I was numb. Actually, I told you guys about the Mkotsirisi issue. I was numb, but in my heart and in my mind, I knew that the love of my life was coming. I know my husband is the love of my life, but you know what I mean, guys. Finally, I'm going to get to hold my bundle of joy. The next question would be, what coping mechanisms have you found to be helpful with regard to lack of sleep and fatigue? I have no coping mechanisms. If I don't sleep, I don't sleep. If I sleep, I sleep. Guys. Hi. My husband once suggested that I sleep during the day. I'm not someone who sleeps during the day. Can I now open up? I really have no coping mechanism. It took a toll on me the first month when he was up almost every hour and I had to be up and tend to him. Those days you would hear me complaining that, hi, this is too much. But at the end of the day, I told myself that if it is not me, no one is going to get up and breastfeed my baby. So I really have no choice. And in the afternoon, he was not the kind of baby that would nap for long hours. He would nap maybe for 2 hours or so, and you would expect me to sleep with him because he's sleeping, so I should take the opportunity to sleep as well. But I'm not someone who sleeps in the afternoon, so I just take every day as it comes, guys. It just happens. These days he sleeps more hours through the night, maybe 6 hours. He only gets up twice in the night, so I'm okay. But coping mechanisms, how was your pregnancy journey? Did you experience the morning sickness, and how did you cope? My pregnancy journey, the first trimester and the second trimester were hell. I was sick. I was so sick. Every smell triggered me. The smell of chicken triggered me. The smell of beef triggered me. Most of the food that I ate, I vomited. It was bad, guys. My first and second trimester was hell. I remember I remember my mom-in-law, she she would anticipate that every time that we finish eating a meal that I would run out to vomit because I could not hold anything in. I at the end of the day, what the only food that I could take in was madora, maputi, my veggie, guys. So my my first and second trimester was very hectic. I remember I got so slim that the first time that my husband saw me after a while, he was like, "What's wrong? Gee, like ndanga wonder, guys." I don't even recall it. But then over time, as we approached the third trimester, I could take down certain foods. I could tolerate certain smells and everything like that. But overall, it was not a good journey, honey. It was not a good journey. But because you know that at the end of the tunnel, there is a bright light, you can always gather the strength to go through it. The next question would be, how does it feel being a wife, and what's the best thing about marriage? Having your own place, honey. Okay, so being a wife is great. Is great. um Talking about I don't want to brag, but let's talk about the forever sleepover. Do you get me? The forever sleepover. You're sleeping over forever and ever. Amen. Yes. One, two. Being a wife automatically means that you get to manage your own kitchen. You get to manage your own household. If I tell you the kind of obsession that I have for decor right now, guys, and a fancy kitchen utensils, let me tell you, being a wife is great. Having the responsibility of a wife is great. If you want to join this side, join us. Come and join the wife gang. It feels good, guys. It feels good. I would not regret it. I cannot regret it. I do not regret it. I don't think I will ever regret it. Being a wife is great. Being a mom is a bonus. Moving on. Has your outlook on life changed since you had a baby? Yes. I'm afraid of death. I'm afraid of dying and leaving my child alone. I'm afraid of diseases. I'm afraid of bacteria. I am so protective. I'm so protective over my loved ones ever since I had my baby, because hey, a lot of things can happen in this life that you never know is going to happen. So my outlook has really changed. I believe in spending most of the times with family, because family is important. So ever since I had a baby, I think that I just need to keep living and living and living for my son, providing for my son and everything like that. So yeah, that's just me. The last question would be, did you lose friends after you got married? That's a really good question. Did I lose friends after I got married? I can say yes and no. Why? Because yes, I lost some friends, but I lost them before I got married. On my way to getting married, I lost friends before I got engaged. But now that I think about it, I think I thought they were my friends, but I was not their friend. Do you understand? There's this saying which goes around on Twitter these days that says your colleagues are not your friends. I think I should have had someone tell me that before losing. I cannot say losing because it's not like ndandakabata maoko then ndabandarasa. You understand? But it happened a couple of months back. I don't want to talk about it. I had a group of friends which I thought were friends, but I just saw myself being sidelined. Then I just stepped back and I said, okay, this is what happened. But at the end of the day, the good thing is the real ones stick around. The real ones stick around. And I'm so appreciative of you girls. Shout out. You know yourselves. You know yourselves. You know yourselves. Though we are miles apart, you are in Blawayo, the other one is in Joburg, but you guys stick around. And you're the real ones because we came from afar. But it's those ones that you try to pick from the road that leave you. So I lost some friends. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I deserve closure, but at the end of the day, I just tell myself that it's not really worth it. Let it go. So yeah, guys, that was the Q&A. I hope I responded to your liking. I hope I answered your questions the way you wanted me to. I hope you are satisfied with my responses, and thank you so much for sticking around up until this time. Thank you so much for subscribing. To those who have subscribed, to those who haven't subscribed, please do click on the subscribe button down below so that you can be part of royalty, so that you can be part of the family. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, baby.